Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the altcoin Terra Luna. We have a lot to talk about today. First of all, what happened to the Bitcoin reserve, which was close to 5 billion. How is Luna Foundation Guard going to use it to try to restabilize UST, try to bring trust back into Luna, and try to have a pump? Also, is Binance doing some secret investment into Luna up to $300 million, and there is so much to cover. Before we get into it, if you guys are here for the first time, you do want to stay up to date with everything to do with Terra Luna, I highly recommend you scroll down, tap the red subscribe button. While you're there, slap a like on the video for the YouTube algorithm to push the video out to more people. More people see the positive side of Luna, they decide to buy back into it, and it starts spiking up, and all of us can make a lot of profit. So make sure you go down and slap a like on it. Other than that, let's get straight into it. So to begin with today's video, before we look at the chart, I want to talk about this specific thing which I saw in the comment section a lot of you guys talk about and ask me questions about, and that is the Bitcoin reserve. So what happened to Terra's Bitcoin reserve that they actually held onto, and Luna Foundation Guard was deployed to make sure they can protect UST. Now this reserve was massive. It was close to $1.5 billion, which would be used if there was an incident or an emergency such as this one, where UST was no longer pegged and it was unpegged. Where did that reserve go, and why was that not used to restabilize UST? Last weekend, as UST stable showed the first warning signs of instability, slipping away from the peg of $1 to 98 cents, LFG, which is Luna Foundation, the non-profitable responsible for overseeing the health of Terra's ecosystem, voted to decoy 1.5 billion in Bitcoin and UST from reserves to repeg UST. Now, after that, there was still more left. So this was the one that was actually used to try to repeg it back to $1. But then there was another $3.5 billion in reserves, which they have not given us any specific answer to. What happened to the $3.5 billion? So in total, there was 5 billion, 1.5 billion was used, and after that, there was some, let's just say, transactions done from that specific blockchain. According to blockchain analytics platform Ecliptic, on Monday, hours after LFG announcement of $1.5 billion loan, a Bitcoin address associated with LFG sent roughly 750 million worth of Bitcoin to new address, then another 930 million, and they all together sent close to 1.6 billion, which was 52,000 Bitcoin, was then moved from new address to a single account at Gemini, and then they decided to make an account with Binance and transfer 875 million to it. Now there's just so much happening with what they were trying to do with this much Bitcoin and what they were doing with the reserve to try to help the whole of the ecosystem recover. But what happened to this, no one knows, as they're still holding on to it and there's nothing really happening to. Most shocking thing is still we don't have any statement from Kayvon and Terra team about where did the Bitcoin reserve go, even after 4 days of it depegging. Now this is really sad. At the same time, I personally think this could be one of the reasons why they're not talking much, as this could be the next reason how they're going to try to fix the ecosystem by using this, the big reserve they have. Maybe they're going to be using it to actually refix everything, and maybe that could be one of the big master plan that a lot of people are not looking at. Now before we move forward with the news, I want to go back and show you guys the chart and the way it has been performing in the past 24 hours. So if we do decide to see, it's still the same places which are going to be the big resistance, and also on the bottom there's going to be the big supports. Now keep in mind that these supports have been tested quite a bit. Let's just say the resistance has not been tested as much, but what is really interesting, which I've started to notice, is you guys can see now when Bitcoin in the morning was starting to climb back up, Luna did decide to dip. Now Bitcoin is down to 30k again, Luna did decide to start pumping again. So is Luna just having all the money that is being flown out of the crypto put into Luna to try to make profit? So when Luna's pumping, the whole of the crypto market is coming down. That's just how I see it at the moment. But if you do decide to see this, let's say for a little bit, where Luna does decide to keep going up and retest the resistance, which has been tested twice before, that's still close to an 80% gain from this point right now, which is just insane. And I personally feel like this resistance is going to be playing a key role in trying to break out from, because if we do break out from this key resistance, there is nothing really stopping the Luna price from making it all the way up to a very high price. And if it does decide to make it up to that resistance point, which is going to be around here, let's just say a lot of you guys are going to be making a lot of money, as of myself as well. So from here, if we do decide to make it to the next resistance point, that is close to a 1700% gain. And if you do decide to do the maths, that's close to a 17x. So right now it is looking really good, and especially if they do decide to use the reserve to try to climb the price back to normal for UST, it's obviously going to have a good impact on Luna, because you know they fixed up the problem that they had. So now they're going to bring more trust into their own token, and Luna is going to be significantly positively impacted. What I don't really like is when you do decide to look at the trading volume. The trading volume keeps dipping for Luna, which I don't like. That means a lot of retail investors and whales are looking away from it, or probably they're just deciding to hold for a long time. Right now it is still very high compared to anything else. It is nearly at 200% when you talk about the trading volume to the market cap ratio, which is just insane. One thing I do want to show you guys is look at this. The crypto whale that backed Terra became before it implanted. Terra collapsed in a dramatic fashion this week after its UST stablecoin lost its peg. Many of the top venture capital firms in crypto space backed and publicly endorsed Terra before it imploded, and one of them being Binance. Now you guys know the CEO of Binance has talked about them not wanting to support Luna, but there are some news that are coming out that secretly they might have just invested close to $300 million into Luna. Larry has shared a document showing that Binance might have invested $300 million into Terra. He was responding to a tweet that suggested he might have lied on his claim that Binance was a significant investor in Terra. CZ has earlier rumors that Binance had invested said amount in Terra. There is a possibility that funding around with a legit 300 million was never finalized. So it might have happened, might not have happened. There's just a lot to it, but there is one important thing which I want to show you guys is don't listen to all the news that come out. Especially look at this. There is a lot of Twitter accounts which have Terra in their name, and they're starting to have a fake Twitter ID and try to scam people, so be a little careful. I just wanted to include this so a lot of you guys don't actually run into problems, and I don't want you guys to lose out on your money. And finally, this was also covered by CoinGape. Where did the reserve go? Maybe this is going to be the next solution that Luna will be looking into, as they still have 3.5 billion, suggesting that they will require a lot of burning of Luna, and at the same time they would require UST to repeg, and that could have a huge positive impact on Luna and might just explode overnight. Let me know down in the comment section. I'm trying to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. If you did watch the video till the end, just write in the comment section, Luna's the god, and I promise to give you a heart, because hey, thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on if you enjoyed, slap the subscribe button if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.